So later on February 10th, we were given some new information about the D23 Kingdom Hearts fan event that was given to us by Tetsuya Nomura and Shinji Hashimoto. So I wanted to go ahead and make a video talking about all of the information and sharing my thoughts on each little tidbit of information that we received. So the first one is that everyone in the Osaka Studio is working on Kingdom Hearts 3 with 100 additional employees from the Tokyo team. Now the Tokyo team, if you didn't know, were working on Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if they were the team that was solely dedicated to making it, or were they just like helping out a team that was already making it, probably around the release of Kingdom Hearts 2. Of course, as certain teams finished their work, they went on to work on Final Fantasy 15. And as you remember, Final Fantasy 15 was going to play a little closer to the Kingdom Hearts games. If you look at the old trailers, you can see to where it's a lot more free-based. It did kind of change with like the final product, but it was a lot more free-based, so it did kind of look like it was a more updated version of Kingdom Hearts 2, which makes sense because it was going to come out for the PlayStation 3 initially, so there was a lot more hardware, there was a lot more potential and stuff that they could do with, of course, Final Fantasy 15, but it did look like it was a product of the Kingdom Hearts team. So it seems like all of those guys are back here and they're finally working on Kingdom Hearts 3 with the Osaka team. And this is good for, of course, the battles and stuff like that, as they're the team that created the Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 and the battle systems in those two games. Moving along though, Kingdom Hearts 3 has a dedicated lighting team and facial animation team. This is good news because we know that earlier years for Kingdom Hearts 3, even back in 2017, the lighting and facial animations were a little fucked up, so getting a whole team together to dedicate to those two things is definitely good, because they were kind of fucking up. Whatever team was just like putting it together and putting it out was kind of messing it up, and if the game had just shipped that way, things would have looked a hell of a lot weird. The background BG team has 80 members and even outsources to a foreign studio, making it the biggest BG team in Square Enix. Now, I don't know if it means right now or if it means in Square Enix history, but a lot of what they say about like the team size seems like they're saying that this is the biggest team that has ever worked on any game in Square Enix history, and that's just something that I like to hear. If you were following me, I think last year or back in 2016, I made a video talking about the treatment that Kingdom Hearts gets when it comes to revealing information. However, if the in-house treatment is good enough that they're literally dedicating every single resource possible to make this game the best game possible, the vision that Tetsuya Nomura has, which we know gameplay wise he wants it to rival Kingdom Hearts 2, story wise he wants it to wrap up the story of all of the existing characters that are going to be involved in the story of the game, and then of course he wants to put it out and move along from the Dark Seeker saga. So I definitely feel like if they're putting in that much effort towards getting this game out, then yeah, there's that kind of nullifies my argument that I had. But at the same time too, I do feel like they do need to do a better job with getting out information. The time that they take to release new information is scarce as hell, and it isn't the way that it should be for a game that's going to be coming out this year. Nomura explained the development process of Kingdom Hearts by categorizing it into these three parts: early, middle, and late development. There are around 3 worlds per section, but this doesn't mean that Kingdom Hearts will have 9 worlds in total. Of course, what he means here is that there's the original worlds, and I'm guessing what he means by these 3 parts are the Disney worlds. If you remember, in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the worlds were separated into this exact same 3-world format, this same 3-world structure, but by the end we reached the world that never was again. So obviously I think that that's what he means, and that the worlds will kind of be based around the same structure. As a matter of fact, it may be structured like Kingdom Hearts 1, which I do believe did do the 3-world circle structure, and then like you use the gummy ship to get around to those 3 worlds in those circles, and then of course that circle would expand once you finish those 3 worlds. I think that's exactly what he means here, but we also have original worlds because we know that Sora is going to be visiting Cabletown if that world still exists. He's more than likely going to be visiting, of course, the Land of Departure. We know for a fact that they have to visit Castle Oblivion, the Realm of Darkness, they have to go to the Keyblade Graveyard, they have to go to Twilight Town. So as far as like the 3 sections and stuff, I think he means like actual Disney worlds. So then there's going to be the 9 Disney worlds or the 10 Disney worlds, because I think he did say there is one more Disney world besides the 9. And then of course there's the 5 original worlds that we know they have to go to. They have to go to those worlds because they're huge and they've been built into the plot. So for them not to go there would kind of be a disservice and horrible writing, because you've been building up them going back to Castle of Oblivion for years. You've been building up them going to the Realm of Darkness for years. It's time for them to go there in this game if this is supposed to be wrapping up the Dark Seeker saga. The early stages of the game are 90%, the middle stages are 60 to 70%. The audience was not given a percentage of the last stage, but he said it was something incredible, something he's always wanted to do and put into Kingdom Hearts. Ever since the days of working on Final Fantasy, it is bound to surprise everyone. While he didn't disclose the contents of the last stage of development, he appeared to be very satisfied with it, via using the phrase such as everything can be done or culmination of the past. I'm guessing what this means is that this is going to be a world which is probably going to be the Keyblade graveyard, and I'm thinking that what they probably are going to do is allow every Keyblade wielder to fight and have their own different kind of Keyblade usage and styles, because they weren't able to do that with like Birth by Sleep, which had 3 different distinct characters. And then of course, with even though it had 3 different distinct characters, you can see where they literally rehashed a lot of stuff, such as the transformations of the Keyblades and stuff. Well, not the transformations, but like the things that I forgot what they were, those damn limit like things they had for the Keyblades. We know that a lot of the 2 of the characters rehashed a lot of the same shit, and then Ventus had like some very distinct ones. So I think that what they're going to do is allow the characters to have like many different fighting styles. And it's also said here that it seems that Kingdom Hearts is in a whole new league, and that they went through a great effort to the point that one of the worlds is the size of a whole game. So I'm guessing that this is definitely what he means here when it comes to this final stage, and why he wouldn't give a percentage, but he did say it's the culmination of the past, of the whole past of Kingdom Hearts, is that it's going to be bringing all of the characters together, and we're going to be able to probably play as all of the different characters and at different points serving different roles in the Keyblade graveyard for the final battle. This is the only world I can see being as long as a whole game, meaning somewhere around at least 9 to 13 hours. If you're thinking about like someone's original playthrough, a game playthrough could take somewhere either between 13 to 24 hours in a Kingdom Hearts game, because you still have that traditional grind in the games for you to be viable to fight the final bosses, which are usually clocked in at around like the levels of 54 or 40 something. So you usually have to have that little last grind before you go to the final bosses, because if you don't, then you'll just always come out on the short end of the stick. Or with a short end of the stick, I should say. There will be a wide variety of gameplay is to be expected, and this is just talking about the many options that we've seen Sora use throughout the years, so I won't ramble on that for too long. And then of course there's this reveal of a mini game here, which was shown off with the Making of Kingdom Hearts 3 video, and it's inspired by Giant Land, a Mickey Mouse short in 1933, inspired by Jack and the Beanstalk. They showed Rumpelwatz the Giant at the table trying to catch a 2D Sora, who is then seen hiding from him behind a fruit bowl. A little 2D Mickey can be seen as well, jumping from the lamps. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to be like some kind of co-op play thing, to where you'll be like, I know it's called Mickey's Giant Land, so I'm guessing that what's going to be happening here is that there will be some type of involvement, and you can probably get another person on the controller, or maybe this is one of the forms of multiplayer that they implemented into the game, and this is going to be one of the mini games right here. So it definitely does seem like they are implementing some kind of interactivity between Kingdom Hearts fans, because it does say here that Mickey and Sora both seem to be playable, because we see they saw Mickey jumping on some lamps. Well, you can see Mickey actually right there jumping on the lamp, and then you can see a 2D Sora right there at the bottom. And of course I'm going to be showing you guys this stuff in the video. It says, when developing the game, the team write the storyboard, then develop the script, and finally do the animation, unlike most game developers, which is pretty basic. I don't think that's unlike a lot of people. A lot of developers. There will be a special capture method for subduing rare Heartless. The regular Heartless, defeating them will be distinguished by striking depending on what's on their heads. It was said that exclusive missions are being prepared. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's the Heartless, what was those things called? The Mushroom 13, I think it was. It sounds like them, but there's going to be like a more distinct flavor to like the gameplay style. It's going to be a hella different, and each world is probably going to harbor. As a matter of fact, does it give us a number? No, it doesn't give us a number, but I would have said that if it would have given us a number, we know that the Mushroom 13, I think they were like 1 to each world. So if they were like 1 to each world, then we could have probably came up with a number of actual Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds, but they didn't give the number of fucking rare Heartless. So we're just gonna have to move along from that. It says the Making of Kingdom Hearts video also included a behind the scenes look of the monsters in Keyblade, the world, and how the world was developed. The developers discussed the difficulty in designing a Keyblade that was true to the world and showing a storyboard of images that helped influence it. They said they made several designs, shortlisted 1 or 2, and selected the final design based on Nomura's preference, which is usually how game development goes. If there's something that the team can't decide, then usually they'll just let the director say, hey, this is the one I really like, or this is the thing I really like, this is something that I really like. Find some way to implement that, or put that one into the game, or make this the item of choice. So it's kind of cool to know that, like, there's a lot of stuff going on with Kingdom Hearts 3 right now, and that's all the information that they gave, and that's my thoughts. What really intrigues me is that one world that is the size of a whole Kingdom Hearts game. Now I'm pretty sure they don't mean the size of like Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2, definitely the size of 358 Days Over 2, or probably one character's playthrough in Birth by Sleep. One of those two is somewhere between those two lengths, or probably about the size of Dream Drop Distance, which I'm thinking that's probably just more so about time anyways. But it's definitely going to be the Keyblade Graveyard. I just don't see it being any other world for any other reason, unless it's the Riku playthrough. I could see like the Riku side of things probably being about 9 hours long, probably. Depending on how good you play the game, it could probably be about 5 hours if you're damn good at Kingdom Hearts. If you're a noob, then of course I could see it taking somewhere around 5, 6, 8, or 9. But we know that a Kingdom Hearts game is usually around the size of at least 9 to 10 hours. I think 15 for like Birth by Sleep. I think it's like 15 for Birth by Sleep. And then of course Kingdom Hearts 2's actual time is like 24 hours. I think the estimated time that we have for like that's logged from the HD collection, since you can actually get that information, or Sony actually provides that information somewhere, I think it's logged to like 34 hours. And that's like the average playthrough time. That's not like the actual playthrough time minimum. That's like the average one, so it's like 34 hours. So definitely it isn't going to be that long. But thank you guys for tuning into the video. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of it, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. This has been your boy Amaziah. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace the heck out.
You're only everything I ever dreamed of.